Alright, man, this is a complaint. Well, this is pretty much a rant about all of these Mike Tyson fans that say Mike Tyson didn't have any better competition at heavyweight than the Klitschko brothers got. Mike Tyson, and well, no, he did have better. He just didn't fight anybody better. Like, I mean, let's look at Tyson's biggest victories. Before all these people start talking all this stuff about how great, let's look at his biggest victories. Tony Tucker, Razor Ruddock. Tony Tucker, pretty good. Okay, give you that. Razor Ruddock, Frank Bruno, and Michael Spinks. Michael Spinks was by far the biggest victory, well, probably Tony Tucker and Michael Spinks were the two biggest victories that he really had. He didn't fight Riddick Bowe. He didn't fight Evander Holyfield, and he didn't fight Lennox Lewis. Those three guys were all available at the time. If he had beat those guys, then it would have looked a little bit better. He didn't fight those guys. He didn't fight George Foreman when George Foreman made his comeback because they were protecting Tyson. And he didn't fight a lot of the top named guys. So I don't agree with Tyson being named as so great and one of the greatest of all. He's not that great. He didn't fight the guys Ali fought. If you look at the record that Ali had, you look at the names Ali fought compared to the names Tyson fought, it's not a comparison. There's not one fighter that was ever ranked in the top 10 at the heavyweight division that Muhammad Ali didn't fight during his time of being the top heavyweight. Not one guy. And heck, you can't even say that about the Klitschkos. Klitschkos fought every guy that's ranked in the top 10 of the heavyweight division right now. I mean, it's not their fault that these guys are garbage. You know, they're fighting them all. Michael Spinks, that victory, I mean, you think about the Michael Spinks victory. One, Michael Spinks had retired. They came to Michael Spinks, they were like, look, Spinks, I want you to fight Tyson. He was like, I'm retired, dude. I don't even like fighting. What do I want to fight Tyson for? And then they were like, okay, $20 million. He was like, okay, I'll be there. He didn't show up to win the fight. He showed up to get knocked out. You know, look at the post-fight interview. They're talking about, hey, you know, how's it feel to lose your first fight? He's talking about going on vacation and how he's going to enjoy his money. He didn't show up. He showed up to get knocked out. He showed up to lose, man. I mean, I guarantee if they said you wouldn't get paid till round 5, he would have made it to round 5. He wasn't there to try to win a fight. Let's be real. He was there to get knocked out and go home and make $20 million. And I mean, you can't deny it. Mike Tyson is definitely one of the most overrated heavyweights of all time. The Klitschko brothers, you know what? I don't know how good they are, but because it's really hard to tell how good they are. And unfortunately, there's a lot of young heavyweights that are coming up now that are really good. And unfortunately, even if the Klitschkos fight these guys and win and lose, I mean, what does it prove? Because I mean, how old are these guys now? So I mean, it doesn't even prove anything. You don't really earn anything. You don't really gain anything. They never had great guys to fight in their prime. So now, I mean, it doesn't prove anything now if they lose. You know, they beat up a bunch of old men. So by the time these guys get to, you know, that status. So I mean, Klitschko's might as well retire now. Go down in their place in history, wherever the heck that falls. Unfortunately, it was a weak division. They fought. I mean, their best fighters are against, Chris Bird, who is pretty much a blown-up light heavyweight. So I mean, unfortunately, I mean, this division's so weak. Guys like Evander Holyfield, who's 110 years old, is still relevant. I mean, really, come on. So I really hope that, Tyson's legacy is really based off of a bunch of nothing. Razor Ruddock, Tony Tucker, Michael Spinks, ancient Larry Holmes. These aren't, top tier names. Trevor Berbick, he's a waste of a champion. I mean, come on. So all these people that keep telling me how Tyson's one of the top 10 heavyweights of all time don't know what they're talking about. He didn't fight any great fighters. He didn't beat great champions to get his belt, except, Tony Tucker's the best champion he beat. He didn't beat any other great champions to get his belt. So how do you figure, That's the reason Larry Holmes didn't go down as one of the greatest of all time, because he didn't have the competition. He had better competition than Tyson, but he still didn't have the great competition that like guys like Muhammad Ali had, or a guy like Evander Holyfield fought. So that's all I got.